The Thompson-Nicola Conservation Collaborative is a collaborative of over 40 different agencies, organizations, Indigenous communities, and stewardship groups working together. We work together to share information, to carry out research and fill needs, and to set conservation priorities within the Thompson-Nicola region. The Conservation Action Plan was an idea that was brought forward by different organizations and individuals through the development of the Thompson-Nicola Conservation Collaborative. It was felt that this was an action plan that was really needed within the region to address and identify those priority issues that partners can be working on to really focus on what are the key critical conservation actions that need to be undertaken. Over the course of the fall of 2023, partners throughout the Thompson Watershed were brought together to bring together those ideas and to really foster some good working groups and conversations around what are those pressures and what are the strategies that need to be undertaken.
A coordinated approach to conservation is essential because, again, you have a diverse array of challenges and you get into conflict when one is perceived or actually dominating the discussion. And so it's only when you can actually accommodate everybody's interests and make sure that those interests are valued and respected that you can make good decisions.
There are many conservation challenges. I would say the biggest challenge is getting the right people in the room with you to have those conversations. So what I can do is bring the Western science lens and try to incorporate that with the Indigenous ways of knowing, with Simc ways of knowing, and with that more holistic approach, bring that lens to the conversation with all of these regional partners.
You know, relationship building, I would say, is really key to this because you need to make sure that First Nations are at the table or that what you're investing isn't conflicting with, you know, the rights holders to traditional lands. We live in unceded territory, Syilx and Inklakatma nations. So, you know, there's a lot of different factors at play that can present challenges, but bringing everybody together in the same room is one way to kind of mitigate that.
We have people who have their livelihoods based on agriculture. You have people whose livelihoods are based on forestry and timber, and you have people whose livelihoods are based on the recreational aspects. And sometimes those values don't always align or, in fact, conflict with each other.
In this region, we have a lot of grasslands, and grasslands are highly endangered. They have most of the endangered species in the province. Also in this region, we have a lot of wildfire. You know, we have drought facing us. We have, lowered snowpack. We have, receding glaciers on the high peaks in this area, all of which feeds in climate change, of course. That has produced all of that. And all of that feeds into increased drought and increased wildfires and a change in the fire regime. And it's hard to separate things, but I think in this region, grasslands are something that really needs focus.
Having this type of conservation action planning and the continuity that presents, that for me is very valuable because as people shift in and out of roles, there is that program there for continuity.
In the role that I carry, if I'm kind of trying to educate the public or inform developers on what they are required to do, we need policies to inform that. So I'm hoping what we're learning here, the data collected, can inform those policies and we can change our official community plan and our zoning bylaw to reflect that.
What I would like to see come out of this is a lot of voices saying these are our priorities and our government responding to that saying, okay, you are identifying these as priorities, we're going to move in that direction. We're going to help you, we're going to change our policies or adapt our policies. We're listening. That's the best case scenario I can see coming out of this.
We're taking all the information gathered from these 2-day working sessions and we're collating them, and we'll be doing some strategic input sessions with some additional experts, and that will be developed into a comprehensive collaborative action plan. The next steps will be to start striking working groups to address those strategies and the actions within the plan so that we can start making some on-the-ground decisions and moving towards some actions.